So what is up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, I'm doing another two-toned eye look. I kind of want that to become like a trademark of mine, that like I do two-tone eyes a lot for palettes that I am doing two palettes in one video, or so many shadows or whatever, or just trying to do two different eye looks to showcase as many shadows as possible. I don't know, I haven't really seen a lot of YouTubers do it, so I thought that would be something fun that I could start doing on a regular basis, just because I really do love doing them regardless. So don't clock me on it, I just haven't seen anybody else do it. So I would love to do a lot more of these in the near future. Anyways, let's talk about the palette I'm going to be doing a review on for you guys today. I am going to be reviewing this massive ass Morphe Dare to Create 39A Holiday 2017 eyeshadow palette. You get 39 beautiful shadows in this palette right here. Come on, transition shades, warm tone shades, blue shades, green shades, neutral shades. I'm absolutely living for this palette right here. I think this one is a very massive ass palette, but I will show you guys two different looks that I'm going to be doing today with this palette, and of course showing you guys some swatches. So if you'd like to see all of this that I did today, then keep on watching. So, once again, as you can see, my entire face is on and ready to go. Before we go into the eyes today, I'm going to show you guys the palette that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Morphe Dare to Create 39A Holiday Eyeshadow Palette. Now that is so damn pretty. So now let me just open this up, because you're going to get 39 shadows in here. You're also going to get the little slipcase that has all the names in it. But here they are. This palette is freaking huge. It's a great thing if you want to have a lot of options for pretty much every day, or you know, makeup case or anything like that, or even for travel, because you have a lot of options here. If I recall from Jaclyn Hill's Snapchat, I will tell you guys, this is a color story, this is a color story, this is a color story, and then this is a color story, and these are all transition shades for all skin tones. I think that is fantastic, because I think that a lot of palettes miss a lot of transition shades for all skin tones. But now, before we get into doing the eye tutorial, which I'm going to be doing two-tone eyes because there's so many damn shades in here, I'm going to actually go in with some swatches. Okay, so on the first row we have Bronze Chrome, Stroke, Expression, Artistic, Spark, Create, Passion, and Forever. So now for the next row, just so you know, the glitter is just left over from the last swatches, is Frame, Mass, Cut Crease, Deep Hue, Vibrant, Snatched, Vivid, and Trendy. And now for the transition shades, we have Bare, Canvas, Sunder, Define Me, Evolve, Transitional, and Sculpt. And now for this really pretty blue and green row, we have Image, Indigo, Dare Me, Chromatic, Fickle, Inspire, Pine, and So Glam. And last row, we have Tailor, Color, Cobalt Blue, Slice, Cat Eye, Exposed, Granite, and Muse. All the swatches were with a one-finger swatch. Some of them looked a little patchy, but not too bad. Like, some of the mattes look a little bit patchy, but they're not really too bad. All of the metallics went on like a dream. They really swatched beautifully. So I will definitely have to use as many of those as I can today for these two different eye looks. On this eye, I'm actually going to be doing the bottom row, like the more cobalts and deep navy blues and some greens. I'm going to be doing like a really cool toned, very smoky, navy-ish, sparkly, metallic, green eye kind of thing. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use some of the transition shades as well. But then on this eye, I'm going to be doing more of like the warmer tones right down here with like that really nice berry shade that's like calling my name. I'm going to throw that into the crease as well. So I'm probably going to do more close to a warmer tone eye, and then I'm going to do my blue tone eye on this eye. I brought you guys in a little bit closer. We're going to go in with this shade right here, which is going to be called Canvas as my transition shade. We did that, we're going to go in with this really pretty green right here, and that one is going to be called Fickle. Got that green going on right now. I'm actually going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Pine, just to kind of throw a little bit more into that crease. That we're going to go in with this shade right here, which is going to be called Indigo. That one is a very, very pretty navy blue. Oh my god, that is so pretty. That is such a pretty matte navy blue shade. For my lid, I'm actually going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Color with a U-R. Time for inner corner, brow bone, and lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I'm actually going to go in with Fickle again, this one right here. I'm going to use this transition shade to blend them all together, and I'm probably going to use this shade right here. And then I'm going to use this one for my inner corner highlight because I want it to still be that blue shade. If there is no like champagne-y highlighters, I'm going to use my Opal highlighter from Becca as my brow bone highlight. That eye is completely done. I'm actually so obsessed with this blue and green eye that I did today. It's smoky, it's very different. I actually really love this. So, now it is time for this eye. So we're going to go in with the transition shades right here and here. This is the Find Me and Bear before we get started with any of the colors. Now to throw into my crease, I'm going to go in with this shade, which is called Vivid, and this shade, which is called Create. Go in with this shade right down here, which is called Passion. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Expression. For my lid shade, I'm going to go in with this one right over here, which is called Artistic. For my inner corner, I'm going to go in with this beautiful red, which is going to be called Snatched. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with Create and Vivid, which are these two shades right here. And then for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to go back in with my Becca Opal highlighter. I'm going to quickly go back in with the shade Artistic right here, just to put a little bit right there on my lower lash line. I'm going to quickly go in with my transition shade, which was this shade, Define Me. So now that that eye is completely done, this look is complete. So this one's definitely more of a fire. This is definitely more of a water kind of vibe going on right now. So I'm going to go throw on some lashes and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. The look is finally complete. I threw on the Liquid Catsuit from Wet n Wild in the shade Nudie Patootie just because I wanted a really, really neutral lip. So now it's time to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. I had to zoom out a little bit backward because this palette is so gigantic. I am really happy that it is a really gigantic holiday palette, but at the same time it is very heavy and very hard to hold when you're trying to do a tutorial on it. So I will be just showing it to you every so often because it is just such a massive palette and it's taking up more than my screen. The idea of the transition shades being so big because, you know, those are the ones that we use all the time whenever we get ready to do a eye look, no matter what. So I think that's a really great thing that the pans are much bigger, and I'm happy that they have it from fair all the way to deep skin tones for the eyes. I honestly feel you can use these shades to highlight and contour for the face as well. I would have to say that the blue eye is probably my favorite right now because the blues in this palette and the greens in this palette were so blendable, so buttery, so smooth. I did not have any problems with any shadows that I used today. I packed them on, they were fine. I had a little bit of fallout with this one and a little bit of fallout with this one right down here. But other than that, it was completely fine. I do like Morphe's shadows. They do work very well for me. So honestly, I have nothing negative to say about that. The thing I probably have to say is I wish that there was like a champagne color for like a brow bone highlight kind of thing or something like that. Maybe. I like my brow bone highlight to always be popping, and I wish that I would have one of those in there, or like an inner corner highlight shade, but there wasn't any of those. But it's okay. I used my regular highlighter that I did on my face, so it's okay. But everything else just really worked amazingly. I really do think that the whole entire idea of this, the Dare to Create palette, I'm happy that there were so many shades in here that are definitely abnormal for palettes. Like very bolds, very bolds, neutrals, but very bold, and very cool tone, very warm tone. Just a mixture of everything. This palette retails for $32, and if you use an affiliate code, that would be 10% off. Now, of course, it's still like $7.95 shipping, so really it's like I paid $36 for this with shipping and with an affiliate code, so I mean I did pay that price for it, but honestly it doesn't matter. I feel like this palette was definitely worth the money because you get so many different shades in here, so much variety in here, and like I said, with the transition shades being really big, you do have a lot of options with everything that's inside this palette. This is definitely a very wearable, but I would say wearable in my personal opinion, but it's definitely a very wearable, bold, but at the same time very wintry, very, you know, fall, very Christmassy kind of palette in my opinion, because you could do reddish colors, greenish colors, and I just feel like you have a lot of different options in here. This is definitely a year-round palette, but honestly, this is probably one of my favorites of the holiday launches so far, so just keep checking back into my channel to see how many other holiday launches that I will be doing for you guys this year. So anyways, long story short, I do recommend this palette. I think this is a great palette. This is $32. It has 39 shades in here. You can't really go wrong with that, and I feel like you're just getting a lot of bang for your buck. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.